Hello everyone, this video was supposed to go up like a day after the previous video. I'm currently sick right now, so I'm it's I'm probably gonna take it a little bit easy for now until I get better. It's been like 5 days and I'm still trying to get better. I don't think it's anything serious, but yeah, hopefully I get better soon. Anyway, back to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to Paranoia Simulator. My name is Canon, and this is the offline episode. Now usually I skip all the grindy parts and edit them out in the videos, right? But I think they deserve some screen time now. I think for some people they haven't actually seen like me doing things like carpentry, things like well actually what do I do in my offline time, right? So today, the offline episode, I'll be doing all of it. Now, you can see one of the things that I usually do in the morning is I read magazines or I read books, mainly to get, like for example, this one is the Electricity for Beginners. I read that because I need to actually start learning that. You can see all my skills here on the left side. I read most of them, I think, but not all of them. All of the important ones anyway. So yeah, that's usually what I do. In the mornings, I read books. I only do that when it's like still 4 a.m. or something, because not all the time you have time to actually read the book. So the next thing I do, okay, the next one is cooking. Now, cooking is something I've never touched before, but ever since I picked up the frying pan, I realized that it's not actually that difficult. You go over to anything that has any of your food, right? Like for this one, I have like lettuce, all the vegetables or the fruit stuff. All you have to do is just right click the item, right? Hold on, let me get a bowl. So for now, because my character is actually gaining weight, as you can see here, I'm actually 86 now, I'm getting overweight. I need to start eating healthy food. So I right click my empty bowl, and because I'm right next to my fridge, I can look at all the food here, right? So we have lettuce, all these things. I right click it, and maybe I could make a salad, right? So yeah, I'm gonna make a salad right now. Currently it's a tomato salad. I'm gonna add lettuce, sweet, and then I'm gonna add more tomato, carrots. This is amazing. Now I'm gonna start adding spices like salt and maybe pepper, and let's add honey. Yeah, sure. A honey vegetable salad. Awesome. And there you go. This thing actually reduces unhappiness by 24, which is really good. Really that easy. That's for salad though. Now, if I want to make a meat product, or if I want to make a meat food, right? So what I can do is I can do something like stir fry, right? Now, do I actually have meat here? I have some meat, I guess. Okay, so let's actually get the ramen noodles here, because I actually have ramen noodles here. There we go. Let's grab one of it. What I like to do is make stir fry with ramen noodles, and then I'll add things like eggs, tomatoes, I'll add onions, and then of course we want to add meat too, right? But I don't think we have meat here right now. Oh, actually we can add peas now. Let's add peas then. There we go. And let's add, okay, now we actually filled up on the main ingredients. Now we can only add spices, and there you go. This thing reduces hunger by 48 and unhappiness by 49, which is a pretty huge amount. I don't know what that sound was, and that is amazing. So now all we have to do is put it in the oven and then turn on settings. I usually like to put it at 30 minutes just so I have time to react to it. Some of the food actually cooks faster than 30 minutes, but for most food I tend to just put it on 30 minutes. I don't think this will be done in 30 minutes. I think it's gonna take a little longer than that, but that's good enough. Now we can also do things with roasting pan, right? You just right click, you can make things like roasted pork chops or whatever, if you actually have pork chops, right? I think I have a couple of, yeah, like I have pork chops here. You can make things with it. Oh yeah, and bacon. Also I have bread. With bread you can actually make burgers. You could create a sandwich or you could create a burger. Now with burgers, I think you have more choices for meat and stuff. And yeah, I'm not actually gonna make one right now. Oh, I could make a peanut butter bread, which I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, haven't had that in a while. Peanut butter sandwich. Hell yeah. That actually reduces hunger by 17, which is really good. Now, would I want to be a crazy person and add something like ketchup? You know, Gordon Hillman is a special person. Let's add salt in our peanut butter. There you go. It further reduces boredom and unhappiness. Amazing, isn't it? Peanut butter salted peppery sandwich. Hell yeah. Oh, it's almost done actually. And how's our timer? There you go. So the timer is actually also almost done. Usually 30 minutes is pretty spot on for the things I do. So that's how I keep it at 30 minutes. Now, every time you're cooking, you obviously have to remember to turn off the oven after you're done. So once you see it's turning burning, you just remove it. Oh yeah, and something I missed earlier was you can actually make bread with flour and yeast. You can make a lot of things with sliced bread. So for cooking, all you really need is flour, yeast, you're gonna need salt, you're gonna need a rolling pin. Now, all the requirements are actually gonna be on screen right now. There you go. Now, I'm gonna make all of it right now. There you go. So I used up all my flour, and when I did that, I made 4 bread dough, oven now, and let it cook. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna actually put back all of this yeast. The yeast doesn't actually get used up fully, but the flour did. With flour, you can make 1 flour item, you can make 4 those bread things. Don't forget to watch your bread, because bread actually cooks pretty fast. So fresh bread, you can make, like earlier I was showing, you can make burgers, you can make sandwiches with it. Now always remember to turn off your oven and your heat source, and then there you go, you have bread. So when you slice the bread, you can see that a bread reduces hunger by 19, but 1 bread can be sliced 3 times. So this actually increases the amount of hunger reduced by another 11 points, because now you can get 30. And yeah, I think the next thing I wanted to show you were were farming, right? You do tend to run into watering problems if you don't have like a water container that collects water for you. Like for example, now I have buckets of water here. And yeah, so for farming, all you really have to do is right-click the ground. If you have like a shovel on you or something similar, you could just right-click and select the dig furrow, and there you go. So there you go. As long as I have seeds in my inventory, I could just plant them. So for seeds, you just find them randomly in the world, right? So you could, let's say you have radish seeds packet over here, you just open them, and every time you open a seed packet, you get like 50 seeds. So yeah, you find them randomly in the world. Now the next thing you want to do is, of course, you want to water them. So I'm gonna actually pick up a bucket here, and then you just right-click it, and then you see how you can actually feed it with water. So if you right-click and then you select info, you can actually see their water levels right now. So right now it's saying there's no disease, it's healthy, water levels is well watered. That's mainly because it was raining earlier, that's why it's well watered, which is good. Now the one that I just dug is this one, which is still parched. You can see here there's actually a max there out of 70. Sorry, a max of 125. So I'm gonna do it twice to make sure it's completely watered. That has enough water, there you go. Info, well watered, yep, okay. Now the next thing I wanted to show you guys were woodcutting. And because today I actually want to start building walls within my walls, because I need to start dividing my area. So I think this is a good time for me to show what I do with woodcutting. It's actually really simple because there's already a forest behind where I live, and really all you have to do is head out, cut trees down, get the logs. But I think because I haven't actually shown myself doing it, so I would take my axe, attach it to my back. So for woodcutting, really all I do is I just go down this road, and we are already gonna reach the place where I do some woodcutting. And there you go. I'm already here. I usually get worried when I can't see through trees like this because you never know when you're woodcutting. There could be something in the trees. There you go. And the logs are pretty heavy, by the way. Look at the weight on this thing. Now, usually when I'm doing woodcutting, I tend to stay quiet because you really have to listen because you can't see if there's any zombies coming through the area behind the trees. Alright, it also exhausts your character really fast. Like you can see here, I have already moderate exertion. So really, I don't really have much problems with getting logs. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe I'm gonna speed up this whole process of me cutting trees, getting them to my van. And really, this is really all I do, yeah? And then later, once we get back to base, I'm gonna show you like what I do with the logs. Of course, I had to saw them into planks and then use the planks to create walls. Yeah, these are the things like you really don't see me doing because why would you want to watch me grind like this, right? It is still part of the game though, right? So I have to show this. Now I am gonna sit on the ground right now because I am tired and I'm gonna have a cigarette. Oh man, your ass must be burning right now. Oh man, I can't wait till I get a better vehicle, man. The police van in the previous episode, you saw it had a trunk size of 130. I am definitely going back for that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that blue vehicle over here and then I'm gonna ride it all the way to Moldrov again. Once I'm able to hotwire, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god, one day this thing is gonna kill me and I'm gonna... Oh man, dude. I'm not gonna get rid of this vehicle, by the way. I'm gonna keep it because it's my very first vehicle. So, all I've really been doing is dropping all the logs here. Yeah, you can see I have a bunch of logs in this area. Now, all my walls are still level 1, so they're like the lowest tier walls. I think the next thing I want to show you guys is the carpentry stuff. Actually, this is actually a good time because I've been meaning to put up walls in this area. Like see where my mouse is pointing right now, this area, because if my walls over here break, right, the first initial walls, I still want the back side of the house to be protected. So I'm gonna put up walls here. So now I'm gonna actually do that right now. I'm gonna build a wall, and to do that, all I really have to do is right-click the log here, and then right-click the log here. On the right side over here, you can see you can saw the logs. You can only do that if you have a saw with you. Any kind of saw. It can be the normal saw. It can be the garden saw. Because one log is equal to 3 planks, and there you go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the planks here. So, for wall building, obviously you need the hammer and you need nails and a bunch of planks. So yeah, just right click the ground, carpentry wall, and then you build the wooden frame. Now I do want to wall up this place off, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now the only entrance to the back area is gonna be the main door up front. There you go. So really, this is really all you do. I'm gonna right click this thing, right, and I'm gonna create the wooden wall. And yeah, that thing requires 4 nails and 2 planks. Now the next thing I want to show you guys was actually what I do when I go out to have fun in the world. This is something I don't usually show because really it's just me messing around in the world. When I say messing around, I mean I'm just like looking through places I've already looted before, and then look at things to see whether I could like do something to it. Like if you see like a random clock on the wall, you could probably dismantle it to get some electrical experience. Or if you see like metal stuff, you can... Oh yeah, regarding metal stuff, I should probably bring the propane torch. And yeah, you can start dismantling stuff in the world that you know that you're never gonna use. Alright, so let's take the vehicle and go to a nearby house so I could show you what I mean. But before that, there's actually something else that I usually do. Go to all the vehicles you have seen before, like that one. You can see there's light bulb and a battery on the ground. Every day, you either assemble it or you disassemble it. When you're doing this, it's always a good idea to change your vehicle mechanics to a pop-up, a pop-down, or whatever you call it. So when you're working on the car, the vehicle mechanics window hides itself. You do that by pressing the icon on the top right here of the window and changing it to a pin icon. These are the vehicles you do your training experience in. So you can see here there's a couple of vehicles here that I've been messing with to get mechanics experience. There you go. So I install this, I install the headlights, and there you go. So now you can see the pop-up meant the window actually collapses on itself because you changed it to the collapsible window thing. And that's actually pretty useful because you kind of want to look around while your character is doing his thing. And then after I'm done right clicking and left clicking all the things I want my character to do, he just does it automatically on his own and you can just watch. Okay, so the next thing I usually do after that, I'm gonna head into buildings like this. Now usually heading into buildings like this, you never know if there are zombies that repopulate the area, so you always gotta be careful. Listen. Okay, so if I go to places like this, right, I tend to select pickup on my left side here, and then I tend to look around to see whether I can pick up things. Like for example, if I wanted to pick up this metal locker, I'm actually gonna need carpentry level 4, and if I can pick something up, I usually do pick them up. It's just how I play. I like to hoard stuff, even if I don't need them. Yeah, I know it's weird, but you know, yeah. Now you can also practice on your metalworking if you do this. Like if you have a propane torch like I do and a welder mask, and then here you can see there are things that you can actually pick up, like for example this freezer over here. Now, do I want to pick up the mini fridge? No, because that's just extra power cost. And yeah, that's usually what you look out for whenever you have nothing else to do. You can actually also dismantle them actually. Yeah, you need propane torch and a welder mask. You can pick up things like couches, you can pick up things like this black fancy chair. That actually looks amazing, doesn't it? But yeah, these are some of the things I do offline. Really weird pickup runs of things I don't actually need, but maybe I might need. That's pretty much all I do. I just do random shit like that, and then yeah, and make my base a little bit more homely. I don't actually do things that I don't want to do things that might progress me a little bit too far, because I still want to record things for you guys. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for the offline episode. If I remember other things I usually do when I'm offline, I probably would say it in the next episode. But other than that, I think we're good right now. And I'll see you guys again next time. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Take it away, Kanon-chan.